Hi everyone, Dr. Morton here. So, welcome to Module 1, Week 1 of Research Methods in Public Administration. This first week sets the foundation for the entire course. So, I wanted to take a few minutes to kind of explain why research methods matter in public administration and how the ideas you're engaging with this week will carry forward into future modules. So, research methods are central to evidence based decision making in public and nonprofit organizations. Public administrators work in environments that are shaped by political constraints, fiscal pressure, legal requirements, and complex human systems. So, in those environments, relying on things like intuition, tradition, or anecdotal evidence is not enough. Research provides this systematic way to understand problems, to evaluate options, and to assess outcomes. Both Cresswell and McNabb, the two texts for the course, are going to emphasize that research is not an abstract academic exercise. It's a practical skill that supports leadership, credibility, accountability, and effective public service. So, I myself work as a qualitative researcher in a public organization. I practice research and research methods in state government in my work. So, this first week, we're really going to focus on understanding the language of research, some foundational approaches, and the purpose of research in public administration. So, you should really think about these concepts as interconnected rather than a checklist or a sequence of steps. Research design emerges from the interaction between your worldview, your research question, and your the real world constraints you're working within. A key theme this week is the value of research for public administrators. And McNabb kind of identifies research as this core professional competency. Research skills help administrators clarify problems, make informed decisions, communicate effectively with stakeholders, and evaluate programs and policies. Research literacy also allows administrators to critically assess studies conducted by consultants or external agencies or academic researchers in universities. So, this is especially important in public sector environments where research findings often inform funding decisions, policy choices, and organizational change. You're also going to be introduced to core research concepts and terminology. And I know it can feel a little bit overwhelming or hard to understand for a novice, but I'm here to guide you through it. Cresswell and Cresswell kind of distinguish between research approaches, research designs, and research methods. So, research approaches kind of reflect broad assumptions about knowledge in methods of inquiry. Research design translates those assumptions into strategies for conducting a study. And then research methods are the specific tools used to collect and to analyze data. So, understanding these distinctions are going to kind of help you design research that is coherent and defensible. This week also introduces the three major research approaches used in public administration, and that's quantitative, qualitative, and mixed methods. So, quantitative research focuses on measurement, relationships between variables, and statistical analysis. Qualitative research focuses on meaning, context, and lived experience. For example, I am a qualitative researcher that uses phenomenology. Phenomenology is all about lived experience, and you're going to learn more about that throughout the course. So, mixed methods of research integrates both approaches, both quantitative and qualitative approaches, to address some complex issues. And this can be really effective in public administration. So, each approach serves different purposes, and neither is inherently better than the other. The key is alignment with your research problem. So as we began examining examining philosophical worldviews that shape research choices. That's going to really help you kind of understand how how worldviews and research methods kind of intersect. So these worldviews influence how researchers can really define the problem, select the appropriate method, and interpret findings. Becoming aware of these kind of assumptions will strengthen research transparency, and it helps you become a more thoughtful consumer and producer of research. Remember, as you move through the week, focus on building this shared vocabulary and like conceptual foundations for research methods. These ideas are going to be revisited throughout the course. And so, taking some time now in these first few weeks to really understand these approaches, these worldviews, designs, and methods will help later modules be a little bit more manageable and meaningful too. So, if you have questions as you work through the module, please reach out to me through the Canvas inbox. Remember, I'm here to help, and I'm going to help walk you through research methods and public administration. Thanks. Bye.